All right, today we're going to do a review of this Gracie Combatives, this DVD series. You can also do this online, but basically this series is, the Gracie University here in Henner's organization. It's basically their blue belt curriculum. Now, when they first came out with this, you could get your blue belt just doing the combatives and not having to roll or do any sparring practice, live sparring practice like that. That has since changed with some comments from Hickson Gracie and Pedro Sawyer and all of that. And now, in addition to learning the combatives, you have to roll after you learn the combatives, and then you can earn your blue belt in their curriculum. So this curriculum, this series covers a lot. It's got your basics, your like rear naked choke. It takes you kind of from beginner, how to escape, like trap and rolls, how to escape on the mount position, elbow escape, triangle chokes, arm locks, how to achieve the clinch, takedowns, things like that. So, and like I said, it takes you right from the beginner and teaches you all these things. And one of the benefits of this program is that it teaches you things that a lot of jiu-jitsu schools don't teach you. For example, like standing headlock defense or headlocks from the side, because a lot of in jiu-jitsu against jiu-jitsu, they don't really use headlocks much, so standing arm locks, and punch defense, huge. For example, you can go to a lot of jiu-jitsu schools and they never really address how to get in off of punches, and if they do, it's very secondary. But in this curriculum, it's kind of primary. They talk about punch defense being the primary thing, along with conserving energy and using natural movements and things like that. So the base of their curriculum, if you think about it, is basically the combatives, and then everything you learn after that is kind of built upon the combatives. And the combatives are basically your self-defense and your basic jiu-jitsu, and how to survive. So like I said, lots of sport-based schools, they don't work on things like that, punch defense or headlocks or things like that, and this program can help you. So let's say you train at a school like that, and it doesn't necessarily make the school bad or wrong, but let's say you train at a school like that and you want to learn some more self-defense or headlock escapes, punch defense, how to achieve the clinch off of punches or do a double leg off of punch attack, things like that. I think you could learn a lot from this series. It doesn't cover how to defend yourself against weapons. It doesn't really address much about like biting or multiple opponents or things like that. There are other people in the jiu-jitsu community who do talk about that more, namely like Burton Richardson has his jiu-jitsu for the street, and there are others too. But I'll tell you, Hiron and Henner, who do this series, they're excellent instructors. Henner is like kind of a marketing genius and has lots of energy, so he can really promote things well. And Hiron, very talented. I've trained with him on several occasions, and very skilled, very good teachers, both of them. So good teachers on this series also. So very easy to follow and very detailed. Even if you know a lot, you can still learn quite a bit by watching this. I was a purple belt when I took up learning the Gracie Combatives, just to kind of help expand my horizons a little bit and teach me more self-defense, which I was interested in. And I learned a lot. I went through the Combatives test to get what they call their Combatives belt, which is the one that they do to certify that you're certified in the combatives before you work on getting your blue belt. I went through that test with one of their black belts, and that was several years ago. But I was, like I said, I was a purple belt at the time, and I learned a ton. So, and I know that there are several black belts that have taken the combatives test and kind of taken it for granted and failed. So there's kind of a high standard for the test, which is good. And you don't even have to take the test. You could just, follow the curriculum, watch the DVDs, learn it on your own, and improve yourself if you don't know anything or if you already know jiu-jitsu. That curriculum, this Gracie curriculum right here is basically the moves that you will use against a larger, unskilled attacker. Things that they get you in, like throwing big haymaker punches or getting you in headlocks or whatever, getting on top of you and how to get out of that. So things like that. You can get rank through this system and through their online organization, but like I said, you don't have to. You can train on your own or train with somebody else and learn a lot from this. So would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd recommend it. I think it's way worth the money. So you can order it online. I mean, you could, get it used. It doesn't matter. But I think a lot of people could learn a lot from it. And even if you're real sport-based, I think there's a lot to learn. And I know after this curriculum, they look at it like after the blue belt, you learn more of the jiu-jitsu versus jiu-jitsu things, like escape from a bow and arrow choke or whatnot. Things that you wouldn't pretty much encounter on the street. So anyway, good curriculum, Gracie Combatives. I'd recommend it. Check it out. Look at some other things online too about it and make your own decision. But I recommend it. I got a lot from it, and I think it's pretty helpful. So thanks a lot for watching. If you can like, share, and subscribe, it would be very helpful. Thanks a lot.